What's going on, everybody? Steve, Big Bally's Barbecue here again with you. Today, let's make some ribs. Not just any ribs, but competition style ribs. As competition season is rapidly approaching back here in my area, I'm gonna want to get some timings down, want to try some new things, want to see if they mesh well with some old things, and I'm also putting some new equipment out this year. I don't know if you can hear the rooster crowing in the background, but my neighbors, they got a whole livestock thing going on over there. But anyway, yeah, let's smoke some ribs. I'll meet you out at the drum smoker in just a minute. All right, as you can see, we got the drum all loaded up with some good charcoal, lump charcoal. Gonna get it fired up and get these ribs on. See you in a few. In about 15-20 minutes, gonna get a couple more chunks in. I got 2 chunks of cherry, 1 chunk of hickory. Now we're gonna get our deflector plate on. Rack. Without the rack. Shut it down, let it come up to 10. Y'all have to excuse me. I think I've told y'all before, I live on a main street, so we're gonna hear every vehicle that comes down the road. All right. Here we go. We got 3 slabs of St. Louis style ribs. And I don't know if you can see, but if they look like they're 3 different colors, possibly 3 different rubs on them, you would be correct, which is why I have a probe in each of them. Not necessarily to track for internal temperature, but to know which is which in case, they get lost in the shuffle on the drum. But anyway, 3 different flavor profiles. Trying something out here today. Competition season's coming up. Want to get my timings right, want to get my flavors right, and just have a better year than we did last year. So here we go. See you back out at the smoker in about 15 minutes. Ribs on. See y'all in about 30 minutes to rotate them. All right, so just to recap, we seasoned up 3 slabs of St. Louis style ribs, 3 different flavor profiles. Let them sweat out. Got the drum up to temp. We're gonna be running between 275 and 300. Just put them on after about 30 minutes. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna rotate them. We're gonna do that twice actually. And after about an hour, 15 minutes, we'll start tapping them, looking to see if they're ready to be wrapped. See you soon. All right, we've been going about 30 minutes now. We're gonna go ahead and rotate. There we go. See you back in another 30 minutes. right, so it's been another 30 minutes after the first rotation. Just lift one up here. Got some good color there. So this time, instead of rotating, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna flip them for about 15 minutes. And get some of that fat rendered on the meat side. Get that color a little deeper. And we'll be back in 15 minutes. And at that point, it'll probably be time to wrap. So see you in 15. In the meantime, a little piece of meat fell off. Might as well test it at this point. That part's done. Right now, we're just going for internal. All right, as you can see, slab number 1 is off, ready to wrap. And right now what I'm doing is, before I wrap, popping these bones loose, well, popping the meat loose from the bones so we can get a little more pullback. I'm not going to do brown sugar, honey, and all that. I'm going to just go over top of it with a little bit of killer hog vinegar sauce. Wrap it back up. Get it on there for 30 minutes or so. We'll see you shortly. All right, back. Slab number 2, ready to wrap. We're gonna go down on the floor with a little turbinado sugar. I like turbinado sugar versus brown sugar because it doesn't burn as bad. Actually, they both work, but I feel like I've got enough color on the ribs. I don't want to add any more caramelization to it. Down with some squeezed butter, and instead of honey, today I'm gonna use a little maple syrup and switch it up a little bit. Slide number 2. Pop those bones on this one. It's a little trick I learned out on the competition circuit. Get that pull back, get those handlebars on them, as they call them, like the judges like. Alright, I'm gonna go meat side down on that one. Back on the smoker we go with slab number 2. Now, slab number 3 is actually for a customer. And that one's gonna go straight through, no wrap, no nothing, just straight through, no sauce. And that's the one that's got my Big Wally's barbecue rub on it. We're just gonna pull that one off real quick and check the temperature, see how it's looking. As you can see, it's looking real good. I'm gonna grab our thermometer here, see where we are. So we're at about 207 on that one. I would say it's done. Let me cut my alarm off. I would say this one's done, so we're gonna call this one. And yeah, we're gonna call this one done. Get this one all ready and boxed up for a customer, and we will be right back. All right, slab number 1 is out. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna Pour this excess juice out. Now, I'm doing something very unconventional here. I can't for the life of me find any of my silicone brushes, even though I got a million of them. So I'm gonna take this pastry thing here and try to improvise. The show must go on. I'll look for the brushes later. I know it's a million of them around here, but I have no idea where. So these may not come out looking like I want them, but it's actually just, there's a flavor that I'm going for. So as long as that's right, we're good. Try not to move any of the rub here. While I finish this up, be right back at you with slab number 2. Slab number 2. I'm gonna go over it with the same process. And this glaze is a little competition blend I came up with. It's been pretty successful for me. I might tell y'all about it. If anybody want to know what I use, ask me in the comments. While we're doing this, I just want to go ahead and thank everybody who's been checking out the channel, watching the videos. If you haven't, please subscribe. If you're visiting the page for the first time, thank you, welcome, and please subscribe. Trying to figure this YouTube thing out, trying to get more comfortable talking in public. And, you know, the more motivation y'all give me, the more it helps me. I truly appreciate it. Get this last little bit on here and get it back on the smoker to tack up for about 10-15 minutes. And about that time, it'll be time to cut. Show y'all my little homemade boat here. I watched people make these for a long time on YouTube. I could never quite figure it out until one day I was watching a video by the great Malcolm Reed, and he actually, believe it or not, did a step-by-step on how to do these. And the one step I was missing was the outsides, folding them in, kind of like a paper airplane, and then lifting them up. Changed my life. One little step was groundbreaking. All right, so we're gonna get this back on. See you back in about 15 minutes. We'll be at the cutting board. All right, moment of truth. We in, let's cut. Man, I wish I could smell this. Like butter, baby. That's how it's supposed to be. That nice smoke ring. Now, if I was competing, and if I had my brush, I would take it and hit these sides a little bit. But since we're at home today, I'm just gonna go in and get me a bite. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful flavor. Nice bite. Say we got a winner here. We're gonna move these back a little bit. I'm gonna set this over here. Actually, I'm sitting in this hole. And we're gonna pull this one out. Got a crooked bone in the middle of these. Beautiful. Let's get a shot of that. I don't know what y'all think, but it don't get much better than that. Let's go in for a bite. Nice smoke ring on that. That cherry and hickory with that good charcoal lump charcoal. You know what? I think I found a favorite. Even cleaner bite on that one. And I'm gonna be honest with this one could have went a little bit longer, but we're at home. We're eating, having a good time. It's all right. So once again, started out with 3 slabs. St. Louis, 3 different rubs, 3 different flavor profiles. Glazed and wrapped 2. Let 1 go straight through because it was for a customer. And hey, what can I say? They turned out great. Once again, great cook, great flavor, great texture. The color is beautiful. I like it. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on to the other side of the camera and let my cameraman and my critic, let him taste one and see where we at. All right, got my son here. He's been acting as cameraman today, so I guess I'll let him have a taste. Taste this one first, see what you think. One thing about the kids, they'll let you know if it's not right.
That's perfection right there.
Perfection.
Yeah.
You know what? I think you might actually like that the other one a little bit more. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna let him try that one next. All right. Back for slab number 2. What you think, son?
That's perfect. That's really good.
That one gonna bring home some hardware this season, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
I thought so.
Y'all gotta try some of this. It's really good.
You heard it from the mouth of the babies, even though he ain't a baby no more. Always my baby. Y'all know how that go if you're a parent. All right, y'all. Got my buddy Raymond here, fellow Pittsburgh Steelers fan also. Came by to pick up some dry rub, but
Yes, sir.
I'm letting them sample one of them ribs I just pulled off the drum, so we're gonna get a review real quick.
All right, let's taste it.
It's a new competition blend I'm working on for this season.
Oh my goodness, it's a good piece of meat. Got a good smoke ring on it. Nice taste. Good flavor. Let me take another bite. Oh yeah, I like it. It's hit.
Look like a good bite came off of that too.
Yep.
Yeah, see,
Good teeth mark.
I know the meat didn't pull off when it got that second bite. Usually
Yeah.
that second bite, it'll come away. But
You're right.
if it's still perfect on that second bite, you know, you got something.
You got something. It's on point. Good piece of meat.
So here we go. That was
Good flavor.
That was unscripted, Joe. I ain't even tell him this was gonna be happening.
You sure didn't.
I just came outside with his dry rub and asked him if he minded tasting it for me, giving us a review.
It's on point. I can taste that applewood. You use applewood?
I put a few chunks in there.
Yeah, I can taste
I
it.
put one in the end. I started out, I used one piece of hickory, 3 cherries, and then I dumped the apple in there right before I put the rack in.
Taste that cherry on that too. Good sauce. Nice little sweet flavor. I like it.
I appreciate
A1. A1.
Appreciate it, Raymond. We'll see y'all soon.
See you soon.
Keep watching, like, and subscribe.